if I told you that you weren't running out of motivation? Motivation isn't a thing that we can just have. It is something that is formulated in two ways. One, we look after ourselves, both mentally and physically. The second is that we are acting congruent to the goals that we want to achieve. So when you take positive steps towards the actions that it's going to take for you to achieve it, you're in a position where you become motivated because you're taking action. So we have to be thriving within inside and looking after our bodies, which will then enable us to have the energy to be able to put into those actions. Now, what a lot of people do is they see that when they're having daily lacking of motivation, they think that something is wrong. They think they've lost this really cool, shiny sticker of motivation. But what's happening is you're running on empty. You have to understand energy is something that we give out all of the time, whether it's positive or negative, whether we're having an argument with someone, whether we're doing tasks towards something productive, it is all energy. And typically what happens is we take from the body, but we don't put ourselves in a position where we give back. Even something as amazing as exercise, it is physically induced stress. It requires a lot of energy. So if you're trying to run a family, you're trying to run a business, multiple businesses, or you're in a really high level position that requires so much from you day to day, where do you give back to your body? So then you're going to add something externally like, getting in shape, taking control of your health again. Where are you going to get that energy from? Now, what a lot of people don't do is learn to understand their body and what their body is telling them. So let's say you're super motivated when it comes to your career. And then one day you wake up and you think, I just don't want to do this anymore. That is not a normal response from your body, because normally you have the energy and the desire to do it. That's your body's way of saying to you, you're taking too much from me, now I need you to give me a little bit back. But what we do is we double down and think, I'll just grind harder. But that's not the answer, because again, it is take. Your body can only handle so much. And the problem is, it is super resilient. However, what happens, the more you accumulate these days and weeks, and the more you push through without giving back, without listening to these things that your body are telling you, the more it takes from you, and the closer you're getting to burnout. So if your body is responding in a way that is not normal to what you're usually capable of, you need to learn to listen. Now, this is usually simple things that can be avoided. Simple things that we can add in, which will enable your cup, so your body's cup, your energy levels, to just be replenished rather than deplete. Because once you get to the bottom, it doesn't matter how motivated you usually are, you're gonna have no capacity for anything. And at that point, we don't look inwards. We look to the external to fix those things. Now, what we need to do is recognize that by understanding the body has limits, how can we increase the distance of things actually feeling like they're falling apart and us losing the motivation and the desire to do so? We simply add things in that give us back.